What's up, everybody? It's Bill from High Volume Games, and welcome to another episode of Promotion Wars. It's episode number 48, and we are headed into the Show of Shows 2, the second one of our big show like WrestleMania. We are set to go. In this episode, we'll do uh, Wednesday Night Warriors, the Saturday Night House Show, and Show of Shows. And by then, we'll see who wins out of our world title match between Lio Rush and that disco guy, and many others. So, one thing I need to do is go into feuds. Sherrington and Callahan has pretty much died out, so what I'm going to do in the feud, 48% feud, it only had one match really. Next page, or at feud, we're going to put Sherrington and Matthews together because Sherrington won that six-way battle at the house show last episode. So they will fight. So let's get right into our Wednesday Night Warrior show. We'll again go for a 1200 Yellowhead Center. Here we are. We'll go 8. Our main event is going to be an 8-man tag. I again almost want to make it a tag team brawl, but like a backstage brawl. But we're gonna see Mad Braddock's, Danhausen, Evan Gonzalez, and that disco guy taking on the team of Brett Lane, Johnny Volume, Eric Cannon, and Lio Rush. So this is the first time, really, that you're going to see Lio Rush and Disco Guy in the same ring. We're going to follow that up, or we're going to start before that, proceed that with a tag team match between Hero and London, and Kaz and Redbeard. I apologize if my throat gets scratchy. I'm 90% better, 95 maybe. So if I start to cough or, I'll drink something. Our opening match, we talked about it in the past episode, is going to be Robbie Einhorn making his HVW debut out of Wrestling Academy. He's going to take on Andy Black, who is 0-24. So we're either going to see the rookie get his first ever win, or a win in his first ever match, or Andy Black is going to snap this 24 fight losing streak. Number 2, we're going to do a hardcore match. Scotty Davison is going to fight Travis Dykes. Winner will face Scotty Valentine at the Show of Shows. Three's going to be a tag team match between Anthony Bennett and Corey Hollis versus Michael Bennett and Andrew Everett. 6 is going to be Sherrington and Matthews in a non-title for their Show of Shows. 5 is going to be the parking lot title match between Valentine and Phantom. And 4 is going to be Williams and Carl Anderson. All right. Seems like I whipped through that. I actually have, this is the second take I had to go somewhere about 15 minutes into recording this. So this is about 5 hours later. We're doing it again. I kept the show the same. Wow, I kept the show the same, but I don't know. Maybe Manitoba likes us better than British Columbia because we got a 1200 sellout with the exact same card, and it was like 11 something, 1120 when I went to the 1240 uh, place in Surrey. But we're gonna go see the highlights. I'm feeling better. We can get into this. Although I might take a sip in between. I got my nice sparkling water. We're days away from the show of shows. Let's go to the ring for the opening contest. Yeah, I've actually saw like 6 of these matches already, but we'll see if any change. Einhorn on the top rope goes for the 450 splash, misses. Andy Black with a Canadian Destroyer. He covers, and he gets the win. The 0 for 24 in 2022 is now over. Andy Black gets the win. His first, maybe it could actually be his first win in HVW. I mean, we don't have the history uh, in 2021 because that was a new feature that was added this year, uh, and it started on in my game on 2022. But this could be his first win ever. Scotty Davison versus Travis Dykes in a hardcore match. Who's gonna go to the show of shows? Scotty pulls out a kendo stick. Travis dazed at the ring. Scotty Davison cracks his head. Davison is knocked out, or Dykes is knocked out cold. Davison makes a cover. Gets the win. Scotty Davison will go on to the show of shows to face Scotty Valentine in a epic battle. I didn't want to feud Davison and Valentine, but again, Davison's got like a 96 hardcore, so we want to put him in a match with Valentine. That means our show of shows is going to get a good rating out of that. Kaz and Redbeard, they call out Hero in London. No response. They call him one more time. Nothing. While their backs are turned, Hero and London come out and attack them from behind. Hero and London take them out and make their exit. They're tired of being bullied by those two 7-footers. Close to 7 foot. Which again, I like how the background has Kaz and Redbeard together. With the ref's back turned, Everett rolls him up. Handful of tights. And Brooks boys, Andrew Everett and Mike Bennett get the win. See, this is actually the highest feud right now, the Brooks boys versus Hollis and Bennett. And it's helping Everett and Bennett, two guys who needed it. It's helping them move up. So I guess they would probably take on maybe I don't know who would they be. Would they right now Brett Lane in volume mark #1 and Hero in London are #2? I don't know. Susie Taylor backstage with Carl Anderson, who's asked for his thoughts on Williams, and Anderson doesn't hold back. These two don't like each other. And Williams comes in, he's not happy with what Anderson's saying. They now a fight, and these two have got to go out to the ring now. Therefore, he's pulling them apart. Senior officials are saying, "Get in the ring." Here's Adam Williams to Carl Anderson. Anderson's had enough. He's grabbed a chair. Referee pulls it away. Referee's back turned. Anderson pokes Williams in the eye and hits him with the gun stun. That's got to be all. The referee is back in action. 1, 2, 3. He cheats. What's funny is in my take one, it was actually Williams who won, But I also said after what 6 matches that I saw, the referees hadn't messed up. Couldn't have it another show. And backstage with Renee is with Madhausen. Madhausen giving their opinions on Brett and Volume, but Brett and Volume heard. They've joined the interview. Things could get nasty. They exchange words. Brett Lane and Johnny walk away, haven't said their piece. Always nice seeing Renee Paquette in there too. Hardcore match for the parking lot championship. Scotty versus the Green Phantom. Scotty unloads a barrage of shots. And he hits him with a trash can. And now the kiss of death. Is anybody able to beat Scotty Valentine? I don't know, but the Green Phantom does not do it tonight. Will it be Scotty Davis that be the one to do it? I actually kind of would like Scotty Davison to do it just for the simple fact that we'd like to see Scotty Valentine, who had the longest running TV and the longest running parking lot, go for the interstate. Susie Taylor backstage with Heather Reynolds. They'll fight at the in the Saturday night show. Oh, Parkman is kicking the life out of Reynolds. Oh my goodness. He walks away, leaving Reynolds down on the mat. Or down on the floor. Oh. Alicia Sherrington and Nicole Matthews. Nicole hits Vancouver maneuver on Sherrington. Gets the cover and the win. And your champion. Looking good. See, this is good for both Sherrington and Matthews. Sherrington in a high profile match. She's still very young. Uh, Matthews, the champion, needs to run through somebody to solidify this reign. And so it's a good thing for both of them. See, I keep looking at Ruby Riot over here, or Ruby Soho, and I think I just watched Ethan Page's vlog where Ruby went to Bucky's, a gas station that's like a store. Cannon's music interrupts as Gonzalez is talking trash, and now Cannon stands in the entranceway and says what he needs to and walks off, having the last word. But yeah, that Ethan Page one was funny with Ruby Riot or Ruby Soho because she hadn't ever been there and didn't really want to go there. But with Eric Redbeard down on the mat, Paul London goes to the top. He hits the 450 splash. It connects. The referee makes the 3 count. And this one's over. This is a good little feud because both teams have got some wins. London and Hero. What a team they've become. London was fading at the time. Hero signed on and then had a bad start. But once they formed a team, they have been great. Long, 100+ day tag title run. Uh, now doing this feud. And now I think we'll have one more run in. Hollis and Bennett backstage with Renee Paquette. Talking about their issues with Brooks Boys. They say they are the better team, and they're going to prove it. When, we don't know. But the 8-man tag is up. Misunderstood versus Lane, Volume, Eric Cannon, and Lio Rush. With Gonzalez down on the mat, Lio goes for the top. Leo's coming off the top rope with Dragon's Call. It connects. Ref makes the 3 count. What a perfect end to go for the show of shows by Lio Rush, the #1 contender, pinning, and he pins he pins Evan Gonzalez, which is the guy you'd want to be pinned in an 8-man. The guy who doesn't have a belt right now. All right, Andy Black and Robbie Einhorn do a 72. Scotty Davison and Travis Dykes gets 87. Brooks Boys defeats Hollis and Bennett with 78. Carl Anderson defeats Adam Williams with 75. Scotty Valentine defeats the Green Phantom in 86. Nicole Matthews defeats Alicia Sherrington with 80. Hero and London defeat Kaz and Redbeard with 81. And the 8-man gets a 76 for an 87.50. How about that? We'll take that. And we are at 16,940 profit. We got 2 messages. Oh no. Oh no. Scotty Valentine is injured. Right before the show. He's out for a month with a hyperextended knee. So we're going to have to take him off, take the belt off him, uh, so that we can put it on somebody on the show of shows. I mean, he could with a month he could technically keep it, but this is the parking lot title. It's supposed to be defended any time. So it's sad. It's sad that the longest running champion is going to lose his title. Oh, it's sad. Oh no, he's at 140. He would need 178, which again is 30 days could happen, but and make him to 170. But it's he wouldn't get to 195. So Scotty's going to relinquish the title. We need it for the. Okay, so and Wednesday Night Warrior feedback was that Scotty Davison and Travis Dykes had the best match of the night. Upcoming return, Tommy O'Neill is coming back. Is he coming back on the night of the show of shows? Because if he is, he may be inserted into this title match. Wages. And that is it. So we're going to go to the house show. Wow, I'm shook a little bit with Tommy O'Neill possibly coming back. All right, singles match. Again, I'm not going to put Chavo Guerrero in this just because he is, not in good condition right now. So Bruiser Bruno once again is going to go up against Lance Anoa'i. Women's match, we're going to put Susie Parkman and Heather Reynolds. Tag team. We'll put Sean Cash. We'll put our normal house show one of Cash and Huffman taking on Seville and Bantam. To test this out, I want to put Tessa Blanchard and Tawny Callahan together. I think that's going to be the next feud once one of these feuds like kind of fizzles out. Women's tag team match. Rebecca Prince and Francine Ramsey going up against Erica Riggs and Sonia Strong. Actually, no. We're going to do a triple threat match for the television title. Again, it seems weird that we keep putting the television title up for grabs on the house show, but it is what it is. We're going to put Maccabee with Afa and Mike Bennett. We're giving everybody a shot here. Women's match again. We want to see Helen Martin take on Nova. And singles match, we want to see the Serial Man and Robbie Einhorn. Serial Man's got to be pissed. He's like, I fought the champ and put him on the mat. Of course, you cheated. You hit him with a chair. But anyway, it's like, or you got disqualified. You didn't cheat. You went crazy. You cheated and you lost. And so now you're back fighting the Andy Black and Robbie Einhorn. 576. We're going to go straight to results. Serial Man defeats Robbie Einhorn, 73. Nova defeats Helen Martin, 77. Alpha Jr. is the new television champion by beating Maccabee and Bennett with a 76. That's actually not bad for the three of them. Riggs and Sonia Storm defeat Rebecca Prince and Francine Ramsey, 75. Tessa Blanchard, Tony Callahan start their, again, non-feud with an 81. Kevin's beat Huffman and Cash, 75. Susie Parkman defeats Heather Reynolds, 89. Wow. And Lance NOI defeats Bruiser Bruno, 75, 84.10. Another good show. Susie Parkman and Heather Reynolds, of course, the number one match. Oh, we got an inbox. Is it happening? Is it happening? It is happening. Tommy O'Neill is back on the night of the show of shows. Nobody knows it's going to happen. The biggest return. The champ that never lost his belt is back. We're going to Toronto. The main event is now a triple threat match for the World Heavyweight title. That disco guy, Lio Rush, and the man who never lost his belt, Tommy O'Neill. I almost feel like I really almost feel like putting this as a me choose and put Tommy O'Neill back in the championship. But worst case, he can fight, whoever at the next pay-per-view. It just feels right. For the tag team championships, we've got Danhausen and Mad Braddock taking on Brett Lane and Johnny Volume. For the Interstate Championship, we have Lance and Hawaii. Both NY members have a title now. And they will fight Chavo Guerrero. I should be Bruiser Bruno, but we have a women's match for the championship. Nicole Matthews and Alicia Sherrington. Actually, darn it, Sherrington can't. Well, it is what it is. I was going to say now she can't fight for the mixed tag. That's all right. We have other matches that we can put in here. We'll put in, again, London and Hero to give us our London and Hero versus Kaz and Redbeard. Can we have a 6-way hardcore match? Yeah, okay. So we'll have Too Tough Tony, Travis Dykes, Todd Gibbs, the Green Phantom, Scotty Davison, and Chris Harris are going to fight for the newly vacated parking lot championship. We're going to have a television championship match between AFA and newly the two-time former champ Daniel McAfee. Uh, we're gonna have a women's 10-person tag. It's Tessa, Rebecca Prince, Helen Martin, Francine Ramsey, and they will be joined by Heather Reynolds. They'll go up against Parkman Strong, Ruby Soho, Amber Nova, and I guess Tony Callahan. I put Shamrock in there instead. Intergender tag team match. Not for the title because, but Adam Williams and Tony Callahan will go up against Carl Anderson and Erica Riggs, subbing for. And then let's put a four-way tag team match to start us off with Bennett. Oh shoot! Whoa. Okay, I can clear out one of these matches. Bennett. I know. Adam's probably like, "What are you doing?" Bennett and uh, no, yeah, Bennett and Everett, Bennett and Hollis, Bantam and Seville, and Huffman and Cash. Okay, go back up to the ninth match. Let's clear this match. We need to make this a triple threat tag team match for the HVW because booked the we booked the team known as the Gun Club or the Ass Boys, if you will, if you're a Danhausen fan, at Danhausen and Mad Braddocks. We've got Austin and Colton Gunn, and we got Brett Lane and Johnny Volume. I sort of feel bad that we've got like Bruiser Bruno not on the show. But you know what? We're just throwing things around anyway, so Bruiser Bruno gets into the interstate title match because he did a lot in that last month and has nothing to show for it because he didn't really have a story, but he deserves it. Lance, Chavo. Let's make it a four-way. Otherwise, he'll burn me on Twitter. But we'll put this as a four-way. I said that. Um, Air Paris, Chavo Guerrero Jr., Lance Anoa'i, and Bruiser Bruno. You know what? This is also going to be a four-way because again, there's two other people that really deserve to be on the show and are not on the show. So we'll go over the whole show again. Uh, Television Championship. It's AFA. It's Maccabee. It's uh, Cannon and Gonzalez. Okay, so match one, we've got this four-way tag match with Brooks Boys, the Hollis and Bennett, the Kevins, and Huffman and Cash. Adam Williams, Tony Callahan with Carl Anderson and substitute Erica Riggs. The women's 10-person tag of the four high volume women, Blanchard, Prince, Martin, and Ramsey with Heather Reynolds. They're going to take on Susie Parkman, Sonia Strong, Ruby Soho, Amber Nova, and Hannah Shamrock. The television championship's going to have Alpha NY, uh, Daniel McAbee, Eric Hannon, and Evan Gonzalez. Then we're going to have a six-way parking lot championship match with Two Tough Tony, Travis Dykes, Todd Gibbs, the Green Phantom, Scotty Davison, and Chris Harris. Winner gets the vacated championship. Hero in London are going to take on Kaz and Redbeard. Matthews takes on Sherrington for the women's championship match. Paris, Chavo, Lance, and Bruiser in the interstate title match. Madhausen will take on the Gun Club and Brett Lane and Johnny Volume. And that disco guy takes on Lio Rush and the returning surprise entry, Tommy O'Neill. Let's go, guys. Let's go. I hope I gave you an enjoyable show of shows. 2. Oh, 1,194 out of the 1,200. They've in our main event, that disco guy will put his heavyweight title on the line against Lio Rush and Tommy O'Neill. Let's see the highlights. This will go faster because we know that they don't do the storylines in the middle. Welcome to the show of shows. 6 championships will be decided tonight. And the 7th would have been if one wasn't going for another title. Brooks Boys, Hollis and Bennett, Kevins, and up in a cash BD. With Hollis down on the mat, Andrew Everett goes for it. He goes off the top of the 630. And Brooks Boys winning on the show of shows. It's maybe the opener, but it's a good win. Brooks Boys with 2 big wins in this episode. Like I said, we'll see who they end up feuding with next, but whether it be Hero in London or Volume in Bennett or Volume in Lane, sorry, there's far too many Bennetts. Williams and Callahan versus Carl Anderson and Erica Riggs. Erica Riggs has had enough, goes for the chair. Rep pulls it away. Erica pokes Tony Callahan in the eyes, hits them with a power bomb, and that is over. Adam Williams and Carl Anderson and Erica Riggs gets it. What a good win for Erica Riggs, who rarely has gotten used. But she's gonna get a win here with Carl Anderson. This 10-person tag with the 4 high volume women and Heather Reynolds. Heather Reynolds goes for the power slam on Ruby Soho, makes the cover, and gets the win. Wow, what a big win for Heather Reynolds. The one who's not a high volume woman, and pinning the former multi-champ, I think. And that's a big win for Heather Reynolds, who we have to sign. I think we're going to have to sign her to a decent deal. She's next up on the list, and we like Heather Reynolds because she can put a hell of a match on. She's we got Alpha, Maccabee, Eric, and Evan. With Evan on the mat, Alpha goes for the top rope. Not a good day for Evan Gonzalez. Alpha splashes and gets the win. Alpha's title reign will continue. This is good for him because I really had nothing for Alpha. So now with the title change, he's got something to do for a bit. Although, what do we do with Maccabee now? Because he doesn't have Eric Cannon as a tag team partner anymore. All right, our hardcore match for the vacated parking lot championship. Harris stuffs the trash can. Wait a minute. Scotty stumbling back into the ring. Gets booted. Harris Irish whips Scotty Davison over. Harris Irish whips him again. He hits catatonic. Harris covers. Gets the win. Chris Harris is the new parking lot champion. Hardcore Chris Harris gets the win. The new parking lot champion. Scotty's Valentine's going to come back with a vengeance at some point. Like we said, we could move him up to the interstate title picture. Redbeard down on the mat. London goes for the 450. It connects. Ref counts to 3, and London and Hero get the win. All right, next up, the women's championship match. Sherrington and Matthews. Matthews connects with the Vancouver maneuver. Makes the cover and gets that big win. Nicole needing some more wins to get that title reign going. She won it last month at the last big show. This feud with Sherrington could work. Interstate title, Air Paris, Chavo, Lance, and Bruiser Bruno. Air Paris comes up the top rope. It connects on Chavo. He makes the cover. And the big match man here, or Air Paris, just wins again on the show of shows. Just when you counted him out after losing his after 195 days, goes out, starts a Twitter war with us, helps us, or causes us to lose some precious percents. We put him back in one match, then comes back the second match and wins the title. Madhausen versus the Gun Club versus Brett Lane and Johnny Volume. Danhausen connects with the GTS on Brett Lane. He makes the cover. And Danhausen is going to get the win. And I'm sure that's going to make him happy that he beat the Gun Club or the Ass Boys. And Madhausen continues their reign. Oh, what all this going on? What is going to happen in our final match? That Disco Guy versus Rush versus O'Neal. Lio Rush comes off the top. It connects on that Disco Guy. Rush makes the cover. And he gets the win. Lio Rush is the new champion. Excuse me. The winner and new HBW World Champion. Sorry. All right. The four-way tag, 75%. The intergender. Sorry. 76. 10-woman tag, 77. Television, 72. Hardcore, 82. Here on London, 82. Matthews and Sherrington, 80. Air Paris, 70. Madhausen winning, 78. And Lio Rush goes 78. This was 73, but, we know the pay-per-views are tougher. I apologize very much. Oh no, Lio Rush is injured! And he will be out 2 months! No! So we're going to have to vacate that title. All right. Oh man. New prospect. Nothing of note apparently. But he can fight, and he's hardcore, but he's 61. But he can fight, so Kevin McCartney's gonna come join us. We'll make him a heel. So, um, announce the show June 19th will be Retaliation. There's quite a bit of people who need some retaliation right now. All right. We'll confirm it. So we'll have to see. Right for right now, Lio Rush is our champion, but we'll have to vacate it. Nicole Matthews is the women's champ. Chris Harris, the parking lot champion. Air Paris, the interstate champion. Madhausen. AFA, the television champion. 1, 2, 3, 4 titles changed this week. So that is pretty good. We got some interesting stuff going on. We dropped to 98, which is a little sad, but it's okay. All right, my friends, that's going to be it for this round. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for those who keep watching. And sorry about the throat and the coughing at the end. 40 minutes in, the throat didn't hold up. All right, so I'll check you out next time. We'll see you again next week. Take care, everyone. Have a great week. Be safe. All right. Bye now. I'm going to hit record off this time, unlike the 40 seconds where I just sat there last week. Bye now.